Uh, Alright, so the question that we have to answer at this time is how can we bring peace and love and harmony to the world? We have to address this in some form or fashion time or two before, but we feel that it needs further explanation. So the first step is understanding that you need to be nice to people. And if you're nice to people and then everybody else is being nice to people and then we're all just nice to people, then everything will be okay. But there's a lot of people who just aren't so good at being nice. Okay? And the problem is that they think that there's other people who are horrible people. And there are horrible people. But there's people who make it easier for people to be horrible because they just assume that you're horrible. Because they need you to be. There's people out there who want you to be a horrible person to make up for them being a horrible person, because they're a horrible person, but they don't want anybody to know they're a horrible person. So then they just say that everybody, they just kind of make it seem like everybody else is a horrible person. So they say, hey, that's a horrible person. Meanwhile, they're actually the horrible person. So you got a lot of good people being told they're horrible people by horrible people, but you can't go after those horrible people because you're screaming louder than the other people, and so horrible rotten people are getting a whole lot of good people who aren't horrible people to look like they're horrible people. And then when you say, hey, I'm not a horrible person, they're like, well, that's exactly why you're a horrible person, because you don't realize how horrible of a person you are. And so then people are like, hey, I don't get it. And then the other horrible people are like, well, of course they don't get it because you're a horrible person. Okay.